Fine, you win. Here's the video, where I try to beat ULTRAKILL with only the Whiplash. Unlike the other challenges, this one is not fun. Do not try it unless you're a masochist. Anyways, here are the rules. The only things I can deal damage with are the Whiplash and my slams. Environmental kills are allowed. I can have other weapons equipped, but I can't use them to deal damage. And violence. So, let's just get to my slowly declining mental state. 0-1 is a slap in the face immediately. You see, the Whiplash is a utility. It's meant to help you move. And while it does do damage, that's 0.2 damage. Let me put that into perspective. The Filth has 0.5 HP. It takes 3 hits to kill a Filth. So we have to slam into them, along with the Maurice at the end. (0-2) is the same as the previous level. We take advantage of the environment to make it through. 0-3 is painful. It's very easy until we fight the source machine. I stay in the corner and slam him to the ground. But there's a curve in the roof, so it's hard to stay in just one spot. Be patient, and you'll get through it. (0-4 is the same, not going over it. 0-5 is just pain. The Serbs take a lot of damage to kill, and they move a lot. And they are very tall, so it's hard to get above them. I do eventually get it done, though. 1-1 is easy. Just play the game like normal. Except for the drones, which are hard to kill since they always explode on you, whether it be from the Whiplash pulling them in or a slam instantly blowing them up. 1-2 introduces street cleaners, but now they are much easier to deal with, as we can force them into the air to pound them into the dirt. 1-3 is quick and easy. Just grab the blue skull using this shortcut, and then use the soap in the level to kill the hideous mass. Okay, here's where things get off the walls. 1-4. It's very fucking hard. V2 is on too much Adderall to constantly slam into the ground, and the Whiplash does too little damage to get very far into the boss fight. I'm sure it's possible to complete normally. I just don't have the time to do it legitimately. Wait. Before you say that I'm a coward, I get into some shenanigans here. You see, it's possible to get V2 out of the arena and into the rest of the map. Here's how you pull that off. First, you're going to want to open the front door to the arena. Do not activate this checkpoint. Instead, only activate the one in the main hall. You're going to want to aim here with the rocket launcher and stand in this relative position. I'm not entirely sure. And then, ride your rocket and cross your fingers. If you did this correctly, you will be outside the map. However, this trick is very precise and very inconsistent to pull off. So I use cheats to recreate this, just to do it faster. It does the same thing, so I thought it was okay. Now, you're going to want to head to the top of the arena that V2 spawns in. Just head to the middle of it and wait for his health bar to spawn in. Once his health bar is spawned in, you're going to want to reload your checkpoint. Again, it has to be specifically in the main hall. Now, enter to the hallway leading into the arena and ensure that V2 makes it past the podiums. There you go. He's free now. So, a few things to note. You can die as much as you want here. Only the arena checkpoint respawns V2 for some reason, so you don't need to repeat the boss fight if you die. You can fight him anywhere, but you need to kill him here, so that he can make it into the arena and load the exit. Do not let him fall down this pit. It soft locks the game and you have to restart the level. So, you may be asking me, how the hell did you figure that out? I don't know. I was just riding a rocket into the level, and I clipped out of the map. I just abused that here. And as far as I know, it's possible across every single level in the game. So, I have a proposition. I request that we call this very useful and 100% applicable technique the seal clip. Now, doing all of this makes the fight much easier, as V2 can now consistently damage himself with this course, and we can complete the level. Now, let's get back to the funny challenge. I just kind of skipped past 2-1, so I don't have much to note. I also just kind of speed run through 2-2, so nothing else to note. Now for 2-3, which has a lot to note. This level introduces Mind Flayers. Now, in the previous videos, I had methods of deflecting her attacks, but we don't quite have that option here, so I resort to doing what I wish the Mind Flayer would do to me. And that final room, that room was just too hard for me. There's just too much going on for me to handle for some reason. So, I found yet another loophole. I'm gonna let you guess what I did here. No, it wasn't me clipping out of the map. It was me playing a dating simulator. Yeah, apparently beating 2-S just drops you into the next level. So I just used that to skip. Now onto the climax of Lust. This level. You are meant to have a weapon here. I have a tool. Before you ask me, yes, the hand is hard. Harder than it was in the previous levels, as I need to slam into the hand to do consistent damage. Also, we cannot whiplash him due to an invisible wall here. Regardless, I get it done. Then there's the main body of Minos, and also the only version of Minos I'll fight here.
Don't bother asking me, I'm not fighting the funny diamond.
Now, the Whiplash does too little damage to reasonably kill the King of Lust, so I have to slam the hands. A small issue. He moves his hands. So we have to go to one hand, slam the shit out of it, dive to the other hand, and slam the shit out of it. And once projectiles come in, you have to improvise. Now, on to 3-1. 2 Mind Flayers, and both of them need to be killed in order to progress. And, as I said before, they are very hard to kill when other enemies are in the arena. And there are other enemies in the arena. Anyways, I beat the level. Now into Gabe. Our Whiplash does too little damage to be reliable, so we have to do what I want him to do to me.
What?
After bullying Gabe once more, we finish Act 1 of this challenge. Now on to Act 2. 4-1 is simple, as you can just kinda skip the map. Yeah, I know I'm a coward. 4-2 is slightly harder, as I have to complete 2 arenas for 2 blue skulls. And I have to slam into the enemies, which means that I'm going to lose a lot of health, which makes stalkers a huge problem for me. Regardless, I get the job done, and make the insurrectionist let go of his shift key. 4-3 is still a pain in the ass. Most of the level is fine, except for the one room with the 4 torches, and the final room is still just as hard. 0 stars, not recommended. 4-4. Fuck! I don't think I can do this level. It's possible, that's for sure. I just don't have the will, patience, nor the time to complete it. He's just too fucking high on Adderall to do consistent damage to. And as far as I know, I can't force it out of the map this time, so I'm gonna make another compromise here. I have to beat the level with no guns, and I cannot take damage during its first phase. That's right, no weapons, no damage. Fists only. So how did that go? Yeah, I did get it done. What did it cost me? Well, nothing really. Anyways, moving on. 5-1. The only really challenging thing here were the sentries. I don't know why. Maybe I was just out of it from V2. 5-2. The double Andre room was about the same as normal, and the Fairman was actually surprisingly easy, as if you enter a cycle of jumping, he will go up to meet you, and while he's falling, you can slam into him. Repeat till infinity, or until he dies. Either or. 5-3.
Fuck this room. Fuck it. The key didn't have to put a mind flayer here, but he did anyway. When I first played this level, I just went, you know, fuck this, and skipped it. Still, afterwards, I beat it. And I know I didn't have any footage of beating it, but I did. Trust me on that.
5-4 is actually fun this time, as we have more movement abilities and can actually consistently damage the Danger Noodle. "6-1 is actually not that much of a challenge, as you can skip most of the map by diving across it. Like me when I fucking get you. The Hideo Kojimas are very challenging, as it's hard to consistently slam into their tails when they turn faster than a fucking fan. Regardless, I get the job done. 6-2. Gabriel is not fucking around this time. He's actually hard, as we can't get any consistent damage. Dodging his attacks while attacking is very demanding on your hands, as sliding this fast takes a toll. And there is a very small window to deal damage. This fight is all about taking risks, sliding in a circle, and if Gabe stays in one place for even a second, slam him into the ground harder than Minos.
Twice.
And finally, we are finished. And I only broke the rules once, even though I probably didn't have to, but did so for my mental sake. I'm not doing this ever again. Before you ask, I'm not doing P-1 in this video. Maybe if this video hits 1,000 likes, I'll consider doing it. And we'll upload unedited footage of my suffering. Maybe edited, I'm not entirely sure. Now onto Gabe. Our Whiplash does too little damage to be reliable against him. So yeah. Dude, stop adding me! 4-2 is slightly harder, as I have to complete, not compete, you stupid. Now onto Gabe.